Bohdan Nahaylo is the chief editor of the Kyiv Post, and he joins us now live from Barcelona. Welcome to the program. Thanks so much for joining us today. Bohdan, there are still so many question marks around the ceasefire, and to my knowledge, it is still holding. What hope do you have for this ceasefire, the third in 3 days? Will it hold? Will people be able to get out safely?
Unfortunately, I have no real hope for it. Look, let's be realistic. Russia is out to destroy Ukraine. They are not really interested in peace and in a ceasefire. They've been shooting and firing at civilians that have been trying to evacuate themselves from major cities. I used to work for the UN, UNHCR. I was with them for 21 years, so I know very well how these things are arranged. There is no neutral party, the UN or the Red Cross, as far as I know, arranging these corridors. Secondly, from two of the cities, Kharkiv and Sumy, only one way are the evacuees allowed to go: to Russia. What does that mean? They will be hostages even if they get there.
That is a very big question, isn't it, Bohdan? When we look at the map,
Yes.
And I don't think people realize just where those alleged humanitarian corridors are leading to. So can we still call them humanitarian corridors?
Yeah, you see, look, Kharkiv is almost on the border in the northeast of Ukraine, and Sumy also. And the Russians are saying, okay, let these people come to Russia. You know, we'll claim them as refugees. We'll be seen as good guys, but these will be our hostages. And others are being allowed from Kiev, apparently. They've been offered the choice of going to Belarus, which is an ally at this stage of Russia. So, you know, it's not really a serious deal. I think it's more for show and for fake news purposes to show that Russia is trying while Russia continues attacking, bombing, killing, shelling.
So, Bohdan, right now we're just looking at people who are on the Ukraine-Romania border. Are these people safe?
These people are safe. This is in the southwest of Ukraine. All the people who are going west to Poland via Lviv, to Hungary, to Romania, they're all reporting that they have been very well received. The people are giving them food, shelter, and they're very, very grateful. And as we know, UNHCR, which I used to work for, is saying that over 1.5 million people have been displaced. Now, remember, please, that 8 years ago, when Russia launched its war against Ukraine after taking Crimea and going into the Donbass, 1.6 million people were displaced. So altogether now, Russia has displaced over 3 million Ukrainians. I mean, that's a lot of people. This is the biggest humanitarian crisis in Europe since, I guess, the collapse of former Yugoslavia.
And just before I let you go, there are 6 new humanitarian corridors that have been opened across Ukraine. Just recap for us, which ones are safe, which ones are not safe for people right now, in your eyes?
Look, if you're desperate to live, and if they work, you'll go anywhere where you can shelter from bombs, right? So even going east. But the main ones providing shelter and relief are the ones going west towards the EU countries. Russia is not going to treat these people as heroes. In most of the cities, the Ukrainians have come out, you know, telling the invaders to go home. So they will be regarded as traitors, as suspect types. So I'm not expecting that they will be treated very well on arrival. Though the cameras, fake news, Russia Today will show that, of course, Russia is doing its best, you know, as a great humanitarian. But I would say go west if you can. And already 1.5 million people have managed to do it. Poland, Hungary, Romania, Slovakia are safe countries. The Baltic, well, you can't get to the Baltic countries because of Belarus.
And you right
Turkey,
now are...
Turkey can get across the sea, you know, for Crimean Tatars, for example. But look, even the Turkish president spoke to Putin at the weekend, like the French president. Putin doesn't want to listen to anyone. He said he wants to denazify a country with a Jewish president, you know, voted in democratically, and to cleanse it of everything that he doesn't like about the country, which is its Western orientation and democracy.
And Bohdan, before I let you go, you are right now in an EU country, a NATO member country. What more can the EU and NATO do right now for your country, Ukraine?
A lot more. Ukrainians are grateful for financial, moral, political support, but they need weapons ammunition, and most importantly, to close the skies, at least over part of Ukraine. I mean, they're indiscriminately bombing and shelling us. You know, we don't have the weapons to stop these attacks. This is cold-blooded murder, and the NATO countries could help. I mean, I don't think that however mad he may be at this stage, Putin, that he will risk a nuclear war if you know, why should Russia have the right to close Ukraine's skies to other countries' planes when this is a sovereign country, right? Ukraine is saying, help us. This is a sovereign country. Why does Russia have the right to close Ukraine's skies to all but Russian planes?
Good point.
Think about the logic there.
Bohdan Nahaylo, great to have you on the program, Chief Editor of the Kiev Post, speaking to us from Barcelona. Thank you so much.